Hello everyone, and my name is Olenos, and today I'm coming at you with Lotrish 1v1, which is a favorite map of mine. Really good stuff. It's pretty competitive. A lot of people use it to kind of settle their disputes over, who's got the biggest dick or whatever, and whatever, they gotta flex their EP. So this map gets played fairly often. It's definitely one of my favorites. So today it's me on blue and IrPirate on red. Really fun match. As you can see there, you can actually select your heroes at the beginning of the game. So I go with the Carrier and Tom Kazansky combo. Tom is actually not invulnerable. I think he's got like something like 12,000 health. I don't know that for sure, but math and stuff, that's what I would estimate it at. I also go with Tassadar, Phoenix, and Walking Phoenix. And of course, I get the standard 2 ARBs, 2 Corsairs, Observer, and this is my second ARB spawns there. Now, things to note, Tower has an orb attached to it, Barracks has an orb attached to it, and Main, or your base, whatever, has an orb attached to it. So, he sends his orb up here, and it appears as though he's getting ready to go for airbase, or potentially barracks. And I set up my shuttles over here, here. Now, he's got a very defensive setup right now. Tower and Fortress are basically, they're very protected, but it does mean his main is open, and it also means that Barracks is very open. So I go for the op here, pretty standard stuff. Now he's up here, he's casting a bunch of E-webs, so he's actually over there preoccupied. Meanwhile, Tassadar is hitting his main. Now he actually gets a stasis off, but it's a little bit too late there. And then he pulls his stuff over here. I have my air over here, but I am currently preoccupied. Now what I should have done was actually hit Artanis and hull him a little bit more. Another 2,000 off the hull. Probably would have been good. Hitting NORAD 2, I believe my spot thinking was oh my god, like NORAD 2 is so much weaker than Artanis, like I should hit him. Which is true, but I hadn't realized that Artanis was taking all the shots from, 7 cannons, something like that. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part. Nothing too huge, but it is definitely a bit of a detriment. Oh yeah, and then I lose I lose my Defiler over here because I left him from my Phoenix op earlier, which was definitely unfortunate. Not the worst thing in the world. You don't really need him that much, but he is definitely useful. Now, so here's what I'm doing now is I actually have my Carrier, right? He's got 5 upgrades. I decided to upgrade him so he's like far more efficient at taking down spores and turrets and all like that. But my goal here is I actually have this Carrier queued to do commands, but reality is my goal over here is to kill this. Now the reason why it takes me so long to actually shoot it is I thought I had them on 6 or whatever. I normally keep my Corsairs on 6, but I had them on well, I did have them on 6, but I thought I had my melee, or what I dropped there, Tassadar and Phoenix, on 6, but I believe I had them on 5. Either way, I misclick and suicide my Sares. I kill the base, but I also lose my hero, my Phoenix. Anyway, there, yeah, he manages to, fend me off or whatever. The reality is, Carrier Wraith is generally very defensive of a setup. Now, the reason for this is that you don't need your Sares in order to really pressure someone. The reason being, carriers are ranged turrets. Now, yeah, so he drops his Ling over here. Ling does absolutely ridiculous DPS. He actually, I mean, quarter of a second right there. He lives by a quarter of a second. Made me a little sad, definitely. But you know, he gets out. I arguably could have ran that defense a little bit better if you actually just place a couple of these units in the way. You know, that means he's getting 1 or 2 less shots, which means that he would have died or he would have not killed the base. So that's actually what I do here, because I neglected to do it earlier, but now I'm saying, well, hey, I might as well protect myself better than what I was doing before. Now I also bring my ARB down here because I am basically, my goal is you can't see me. I believe I warp away here because I don't. Yeah. So I want her to fly away far enough where he thinks that maybe I'm still going for this, and he keeps his stuff over there. But the reality is, I have other things in mind. Basically, my goal is to go where he is not. Basically, man fighting Artanis is, well, it's not suicide, but he does a lot of damage, and he will beat Tom in 1 vs 1. So I actually end up hitting this. It's arguably a bit of a mistake. Now you can kind of go from the front here, but if you're going with your arrow, I would actually highly recommend you go here first, and then kill these 3, and then I would just start hitting the base if you can. If you just kill these 3 turrets, the base is extremely exposed. I mean, that's a single D-web over these 2 to prevent them from shooting you. Oh yeah, he goes over here and kills me over here. He killed my fortress, which I was a little sad about. Ultimately, doesn't matter that much. Doesn't have an orb. It's just a hard base to kill. In a lot of ways. I believe I take some hull here. Yeah. Getting careless with the carrier here. And Tom, nearly max ups, does a hell of a lot of damage. Now I believe you get 1 shot off, and then I lose my ARB because I'm a noob. Now I get the stat off, and I go, oh god, trying to kill this. He doesn't stat either of mine because they're both a little out of position, and arbiter acceleration / deceleration is extremely poor. So here I am. I got 1 ARB, a carrier, a statted Tom, a Tassadar, and a Phoenix. But I also have my barracks and I have my base. No melee though, so I'm extremely vulnerable to Dark Swarm. Now, he hasn't lost any heroes, I don't think. I've technically lost 2 in the sense that I lost Tom, or no, I haven't lost Tom yet. I've lost my ARB and I've lost my Phoenix. Now Tom gets out pretty much scot-free. I believe I buy some more SCVs to repair him faster because he takes a long time to repair. And then I max him out. Me and Pyro are pretty chill, so we shit talk a lot. It's all good. Oh yeah, this is actually an old version of the game. In some of the other versions you can buy 6 SCVs for 3,000, which is extremely convenient. It's not exactly APM intensive to get an SC or a Civ over there, but doing it 6 times in a row is actually surprisingly time consuming. Now actually I see this coming, but Dark Storm gets off, not much I can do. You know, I did lose both my D-webs, in addition to both my and 1 of my ARBs. And guess where my other ARB is? Oh yeah, it's all in over here. So I get the stat off, I recall over, some reason I didn't recall Tom in because I'm an idiot, but it's fine. So basically Danimoff is taking all the shots. Oof. So I get him down to 3,400. It's now my main versus his airbase. And I have no arbiters left. I think if that arbiter dies you actually get something back, I suppose. No, I actually have my walking phoenix in my little pocket here. What's funny is oops, now I blow this to Brood War. Like, he knows it's there. But I mean, he doesn't really end up doing anything about it. It's just fine. So what I'm doing is I'm actually, whoa, huh? You can actually go through people's hotkeys if you have them clicked. So what? No, you can't, because these are not how my hotkeys are set up. So he restasis me. Tom has probably like within an inch of dying here, but he lives, and then he restasis me, so he kind of gets screwed over. Now I dropped my Tassar here. I was under the impression that he could hit it from the low ground. Debatable. I don't actually know. But he gets statted, and I'm just sitting here just right clicking on this base like as fast as I can, in the hopes that he gets it. He does get it, and I take the W there. And yeah, really fun game. Pirate is a good player. I like playing against him. I like playing with him. Good dude. Really close game, honestly. Oh yeah, you do get a sub arbiter or whatever, so you can recall. I believe you cannot stasis with them. This is the general rule or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I had my last pocket strat by throwing the shuttle in there and dropping Phoenix off and dying. So that was cool. But yeah, overall, good game, good match. I have a number of these matches from playing it many times. But anyway, that'll be it for now, and see you guys next time.